Three things that I do to stay consistent. And just so you know, I was not always consistent. So I just want you guys to understand that it's going to come slowly but surely. So the very first thing that I do to stay consistent is I do my highest energy activities first in the morning. I am a morning person. I've always been a morning person, and I'm an extremely early morning person. Okay, like I like to be out of the bed around 3:30 a.m. I like to be creating content or going live by 6 a.m. Okay, and I like to be off of my live or done creating content by 9 a.m. I like to go on my afternoon walk for several hours. I come back, shower, edit a little bit, or cue some stuff up, and I'm in the bed by around 7. That's my schedule. And I love that schedule. And because that works with who I am as a person, I've structured my day to accommodate that. Making content and going live takes the most energy for me. Okay, it requires me to have good talking points. It requires me to be motivational when I'm on lives. It requires me to stay focused. You have to be focused to record a video. You have to be focused to go live, right? So that just takes the most energy out of me, which is why I make that the very first thing that I have to do. Editing doesn't really require too much from me because y'all know I don't jump cut videos. I'm not adding fancy stuff. I'm not vlogging. So, editing is minimal. And since it's minimal for me, I can be doing that towards the end of my day when my body is winding down because I don't need too much mental capacity to do that, right? I need you to learn yourself and stop. Sometimes we gaslight ourselves and we try to say we're okay with a particular schedule that we have when we're not, and it's not helping us get things done. Do the thing that's going to make it the easiest for you to do it consistently. Stop trying to make things so damn difficult. So if you are a morning person but you have to be to work by 9 a.m., okay, well then get up even earlier and give your content your very first thing that you do. Get up, go to the bathroom, wash up, do what you gotta do, and then make your videos. And then go to work. So, you just gotta figure out what works best for you so that you can consistently do it. The second thing that I do to stay consistent is I don't make every day high power days. I do have a lot of those. And when I say high power, for me, that means batch recording videos and going live. That's a lot for me. I've done that before, but that is a lot. Um, Being in front of my phone and editing all day, to sit and edit videos all day, no, that's not something I would like to do. I would dread that. That's why I break stuff up, because I know too much of something, depending on what it is, would make me just not want to do it at all. And it'll just continue to stockpile and stockpile because I'm avoiding it. Editing is not fun to me. Yeah, it doesn't take that long, but it's just tedious for me. So if I was to let 40 or 50 videos sit in the queue and I have to slowly work through them, I'm just going to keep pushing it off. So you got to be aware of who you are and how you work, and don't set yourself up for failure. I know that I'm not somebody who can have junk food in the house without eating it. Like, I just can't do it. If I know that it's in the pantry, if I know that if it's in the trunk of my car, I'm gonna eat it. It can't be saved for later. I don't know what that means. So, because I have tried and tried again, and I've just accepted the fact that that's just how I operate, I just won't have it in the house at all. So if I'm craving something that's going to require me to leave the house, go get in the car, go to the grocery store, you know what I'm saying? You're adding some resistance there to make you less likely to do it. So that's why you have to know who you are and just not try to escape it. And then you move accordingly so that the stuff that you want to get done still gets done. Stop trying to fight with yourself. Some things that's just you. Okay, some things is just you. That's just how you work best. So use it. Do it that way so that you can consistently get it done. And the third thing I would say to stay consistent is I prioritize keeping a clear mind. It is so hard for me to be productive and make good decisions and even have the energy to show up every day if I'm stressed. Me and stress, I know some people say they work good under pressure. I try, I have done it before, right? I have done that, but I've noticed I prefer to not. I prefer a clear mind. I prefer to not be stressed. So I make sure that I structure my day and my routines around things that will also allow me the ability to keep a clear mind. For myself, I love to go on walks. And I've been doing that now for 6 months. Probably more like 8 months. First, I started with 10K steps, and now on average, I do 20K steps a day. And I love that for me. But that's very time consuming. It takes me about 3.5 hours. Because I'm not power walk, it's just a nice walk, okay? It's just a nice walk. So in order for me to get that in, one, I have to break it up. And then two, I have to get even more strategic with my time if I want to have enough time to do that. So I'm cutting out more distractions. Figuring out the best way to batch record, to knock out more videos at one time. I've become so obsessed with time management so I can get that walking, because I notice when I do my walks, I'm more grounded, I'm more at peace, right? That's just what I've learned through my weight loss journey. So I make sure to have a clear mind. It's a non-negotiable. Something else I've done is I like to get 8 hours of sleep. I used to be the entrepreneur that was like, nah, we don't sleep. You sleep when you dead. Like, I used to be like that. Like, if I'm sleeping more than 4 or 5 hours, I'm not going hard enough. No. What? No. Absolutely not. 8 hours. 8 hours. I'm getting in my 8 hours. And because I learned that I work better when I have 8 hours of sleep, when I'm well rested, I make sure that I get 8 hours of sleep. So I go to bed on time. I focus on a bedtime so that my body wakes up most of the time naturally, like without an alarm, because I'm prioritizing getting 8 hours of sleep. So I'm not waking up groggy and like, oh, I'm so tired. So that allows me to keep a clear mind. You just have to learn who you are. And once you stop running from that and you realize, you start to self-reflect and you understand when you work best, when you have the least amount of excuses, when you feel the most motivated, because I know y'all love motivation, even though it's discipline. But once you really learn yourself, you can now figure out what can you do and how can you do it to be your best self, to get the things done that you've always wanted to get done. It's hard to show up for yourself when you don't feel good about yourself. Notice everything I said, the things that I do to keep myself consistent requires self-improvement. Every single thing I've said. It all requires self-awareness. You can't do good things for yourself if you don't feel good about yourself. So keeping a clear mind. If your mind is scatterbrained and all over the place and stressed out and anxious and frustrated and depressed, how in the hell are you going to be consistent with anything? That's damn near impossible. You are working against yourself. You are working against yourself and you're not winning. So, okay, well, how can I start to feel better about myself? Keep the promises that I made to myself. How can I have more time to keep the promises I make to myself? Stop wasting your time. You done solved half the battle just by doing those things. You don't even want to do that. So Again, those are the things that I do to help myself stay consistent. Make sure you guys join the Patreon if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.